Hello, everybody, and welcome to Williamstown High School in Monroe Township, New Jersey. Tonight, it's a battle in the Tri-County Royal as the Williamstown Braves play host to the unbeaten Crusaders of Delsea Regional. Hello again, everybody. I'm Ed Benkin along with Tad Gosneski. Tad, Williamstown Braves came in largely a team with little varsity experience, but a transfer coming from Camden, Rashad McCormick, has made the difference, and suddenly this team is one to be reckoned with in the division.
McCormick averages nearly 20 points a game, and he's a real outstanding playmaker. Real quick. He's somebody that Delsea is very concerned about coming in this game. Talking with the Delsea coaches said before the game, they feel they have to stop McCormick first in order to be successful.
And as we mentioned, Delsea comes in unbeaten on the season. They are a team that was picked by many as the favorite going into the season in the Tri-County Royal. Delsea has certainly lived up to that reputation and then some, but they come in tonight a little banged up and a little under the weather.
Quite a few players are injured. They had a player, Ed, get 7 stitches in their last game, Bowen. Bowen looks like he will play, though. They had to get a last-minute approval from a doctor to play in this game, so he's going to play. They also have a couple other players. Grimes has missed the last 4 games. He'll be making an appearance for the first time in 4 games, so it's not the regular team we've seen for Delsea in a while, and that could play into Williamstown's favor.
Williamstown Braves are hovering around the 500 mark a couple of weeks ago. Now this team is 7-4. They need one more win to clinch a playoff spot in Group 3, but suddenly with a victory tonight, they're 8-4 overall. They are 1 game behind Delsea for first place in the division. Then you start to think about maybe home court for the playoffs at a division race. Expectations change a little bit.
And again, this is a border war tonight, Ed. So we saw in the JV game, we had a shot at the buzzer. The place went nuts. Delsea is still a little bit upset at the way Williamstown came in with the football team and won with the big upset this year. So there's not the greatest of blood going on between these two teams. I know the two coaches highly respect one another and are very good friends, but I know the players on the floor desperately want to beat the opponent tonight.
Well, this is a great Tri-County Royal rivalry, and it is revisited tonight. The Williamstown Braves playing host to the Delsea Crusaders coming up next on Suburban Cable, Channel 13.
Let's take a look at these starting lineups, Ed. First with the Delsea Crusaders, and they come in with Carrione, Simmons, Cash, Fields, and Epley. The player to look out for there in that group, of course, is Cash, averaging 18 points a game. Williamstown Braves come in McCormick, Valentine, Green, Dickerson, and Petal. As we mentioned, McCormick, the transfer, averaging 20 points a game. There you see the Williamstown Braves. It'll be Delsea in the visiting red going from our left to our right. Williamstown in the home white going from our right to our left. For Delsea, Cash will jump center. Green will also jump center for Williamstown. Boy, way up in the air when that one was Cash. Williamstown will take possession of the ball. Dickerson will set things up with Rashad McCormick. Our first chance to look at him. Man-to-man defense is always for Delsea. Nice defensive play there by Fields, almost knocked away.
Williamstown, especially early on, is going to need patience offensively. They cannot force things. If they start missing shots, Delsea can kill a team on a transition.
This is McCormick. McCormick will run the show himself. Picks up, fade away from 5, no good. Big rebound in there by Epley. So we'll see how Delsea will attack the defense of Williamstown. Back door wide open. Pass is a little bit late. Fields there. Now open with it is Simmons. Simmons, yes, for a 3. Tyrone Simmons.
Well, he was left open momentarily with the quick release. Tyrone Simmons is very capable of coming up from the outside.
3-0, Delsea with the lead, Williamstown with the ball. There's a collision, ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Williamstown ball.
You see the quickness of the Crusaders evident here early on, especially on the defensive end. That is why they blow a lot of teams out, because they force turnovers, and on the transition, they can get the numbers down the court better than anybody in the division.
Only played a minute here from Williamstown. Looks like it's going to be an outstanding game tonight between these division rivals. That's Abrams' baseline. Shot missed short. Valentine that was there, rebounded by Epley.
Well, Valentine has that great move down the baseline, but some quickness by the Delsea defense to cut it off just in time to really put up a 4th shot.
Carrione to Epley. Back to Carrione. They're trying to go inside. Swing it over for Fields. The jumper's there if they want it, but they want to go inside. Open is Carrion. Drives the paint. Here's Epley. Back to Carrion. They're trying to go inside Ed to Cash, and he's guarded nicely.
Looks like Delsea, or Williamstown rather, is almost in a sort of a semi-matchup zone. They're swinging a lot of players over, not a conventional.
Good defensive play by McCormick. Here come the Braves. Nice pass. Easy layup for Dickerson. What a pass, Ed.
Well, that's Rashad McCormick doing it on the defensive end and then coming back with a beautiful pass, and now the Braves pressing a little bit.
Simmons gets it across the timelines. He's double-teamed. Epley. Carrion from 15, no good. Nice rebound. Cash a fadeaway, yes. Robb Cash with 2.
He's got the elevation. We've seen it twice this game. He can get up in the air better than anybody in this game. He is a tremendous player inside.
Dickerson lost the handle. Picked up by Valentine. Valentine from 10 gets the shooter's roll.
But Williamstown still in a bit of a press right here. Let's see how long they decide to stay with it.
5-4. Delsea holds the lead. On the end line and out of bounds against Simmons.
Ryan Peddle came over nicely from his spot in the zone and applied the pressure, and Simmons just did not have any room. By the time he got the pass, he was out of bounds. A good start early by Williamstown. They get the early 3 against them, but they come right back, get a couple of nice shots offensively.
This is McCormick. McCormick challenged by Simmons. Alley-oop pass, not happening. Cash takes it down. Fields. Cash can really get up. Three-pointer, Fields, short. Epley tips it out. Nice job in there for Cash. Cash is short. Losing it out of bounds is Valentine.
But Delsea right now is winning the battle on the boards with their height and their quickness. And Williamstown's going to have to do a better job boxing out down low.
Trying to get it inside on the end line is Epley. It'll be Williamstown ball.
Now, one other rule for Williamstown offensively, no more alley-oops down low. That will not work against the likes of Cash, Epley, and Fields. Again, let's see if they can work for a better shot. They want to try and get a lot of isolation with McCormick one-on-one tonight.
Going to get a foul out in front by Tyrone Simmons, his first, the team's first. Getting back to Robb Cash. Robb Cash's favorite moment was his first dunk. And when Robb dunks, he can bring the building down. Ryan Peddle now dish off from McCormick. Williamstown trailing at 5-4. 4:35 to play first quarter. Here's Valentine. Top of the key, it's Green. Back to Valentine. Valentine against Carrion. Layup, he missed it. Dickerson pulls it out. This is Valentine. They had a chance to control the boards and blow it.
First time they had the offensive opportunity. 2 guys underneath, but a bad bounce. Braves missed time their jump went down low as Peddle was unable to come up with it.
Around the perimeter now. This is Epley. Epley looking to go inside. Gives it away. Valentine on the break. May go coast to coast. Converts that one. Jeff Valentine gives Williamstown the lead.
That's a good decision by Valentine. He was 1-on-2, but with his speed, he was able to get ahead of the pack. Good decision to go strong.
Delsea across the timeline. Here's Fields. He's fouled beforehand. Push off against Ryan Peddle. His first, the team's first.
Grant Shivers urging his troops on. I think the coaches don't get ready for this game as well, Tad.
Both these guys, a lot of experience. Bob Briles, 27th year, Ed, was just named New Jersey Hall of Fame as a basketball coach this year. Foul beforehand on a push-off. Dickerson's going to pick up his first.
And that's a good foul by Dickerson after a mistake as he was left wide open. Let's take a look at it again. Watch the drive, watch the play. Good anticipation by Valentine, and there it is. See the acceleration. Good decision to take it strong.
6-5, back to live action. Delsea trying to get the lead back. Nice move inside. Shot missed by Fields. Rebounded by Green. They go inside, does Williamstown. This is Valentine. Near side of the floor. McCormick for 3. It's long. Rebounded by Fields.
Got the shot they wanted. Smart decision first to pull it out and set up. McCormick just couldn't knock that one down.
Wide open in the corner is Carrion for 3. Long, rebounded by Epley. Epley back up, a nice basket by Bill Epley, his first 2.
Well, we talked about how McCormick and Valentine could be the keys to this game. So will Dwayne Green, Ryan Peddle, and Joe Dickerson. The Williamstown front court must do a better job of keeping the Crusaders off the glass.
Valentine against Carrion. Now Green dishes off for Dickerson. Green, three-pointer off for McCormick. It's long. They fight for the rebound. That's Valentine. He missed another easy one. Loose ball on the floor, and it's picked up by Carrion. And a foul's going to go against McCormick. That'll be his first.
Bit of a frustration foul right there. As for Valentine, nice job to get on the glass. The problem was when he went back up, he was almost underneath the basket, so that's why we had the errant shot right there.
Third team foul against Williamstown. 2:33 to play first quarter, 7-6 Delsea. This is Fields. Pretty good defense inside for Williamstown thus far. Carrion. That's Simmons. They go inside for Epley. Epley saves it, but it's taken away by Valentine.
That's a good job by Peddle to help out of the double team in the zone.
Valentine got away with the walk, misses his shot, rebounded nicely by Simmons.
Williamstown is getting some chances early on. They're unable to convert. Their defense has given them that one-point lead.
That basket is put in. Nice job by Simmons, who now has 5. 9-6. Delsea holds the lead. McCormick still trying to get in the flow of the game offensively. Valentine back to McCormick. Good move by McCormick. Inside, big man, that's Peddle. He misses it. Valentine can't tip it in. Ball goes out of bounds, still Williamstown's ball.
Well, Grant Shivers told us earlier in the week he's never sure which team is going to show up. So far, it's a team that's shooting cold. Here's the replay. Look at that strong drive. Tyrone Simmons, don't give him an opening. He'll do that all night.
1:22 to play in the first. Three-pointer, long. In and out of the hands, now a foul. Joe Dickerson's going to pick up his second foul.
And that's not the kind of foul that Williamstown needs in this situation. You don't need one of your starters picking up his second foul in the first quarter, going for a loose ball. And let's see if Dickerson comes out of the game here. Looks like he will.
Into the game for Williamstown, Brian Fitzpatrick, a senior.
Seen him during baseball season, Ted.
Boy, that's coming up pretty soon, too,
quicker than you think.
Delsea holding a 3-point lead, a minute to play first quarter. Carrion. Here's Simmons. They're looking inside for either Epley or Cash. Nothing there. Back to the perimeter, Simmons. Good man-to-man defense for the Braves. Inside, this is Cash. Cash rejected by Green. Epley's going to pick up a foul for reaching in. That's his first.
What a terrific play by Dwayne Green. He held his position and waited, did not go for the pump fake, got the block, and then drew the foul. And Epley and Green flailing away a little bit. Watch the replay again. There's the good rebound. There's the reach-in right there. Temper's getting hot early on.
Final 35 seconds of the first period. 9-6 Delsea. McCormick still trying to get himself started. Fitzpatrick, good double team on him. Good steal by Epley. Simmons will set it up. Under 20 seconds to play in the first quarter. Simmons, short. Rebounded by Peddle. Under 10 seconds. Valentine may go coast to coast. Rejected. Robb Cash. That will not count. We have played one quarter here from Williamstown. Looks like it's going to be a fun evening here, Ed. We will take a break. You're watching high school basketball on Suburban Cable, Channel 13. Welcome back to Williamstown, everybody. Tad Kozaneski, Ed Bankin with you here on Suburban Cable, Channel 13. 9-6, Delsea with the lead as we finish one period. And what a block to end that first period.
What a finish. Robb Cash with the elevation. And Williamstown, they've done everything right the first quarter except put the ball in the basket. It's their tempo. It's not run and gun, which is what Delsea wants.
Fields for 3, no good. Rebounded by Peddle. Here comes McCormick. McCormick inside for Green. Green loses it out of bounds.
Well, they keep trying to go inside. McCormick, who started off a little cold here, trying to work it down low, and Williamstown will have to get some offensive production out of their front court to free up McCormick for some open shots.
Wide open is Simmons. They're giving him the three if he wants it. Inside to Cash, it's knocked away by Valentine. Valentine has really impressed me. Here's Peddle. Epley against him. Heads up play by Peddle to give Williamstown the ball.
Looked like he was thinking timeout, and then Peddle realized he had a chance to save it in a more conventional way.
Valentine inbound. Here's McCormick for three. Long. Nice rebound and a hustle effort by Fitzpatrick. Here comes Valentine. What a move for Jeff Valentine. He now has 6.
That was sweet. Waited and held to the last second that time to avoid the block. Terrific shot.
9-8. Delsea with the lead in the ball. This is Cash. Cash doesn't get the roll. Fields had the rebound and lost it. Chance to take the lead. Valentine. Now they'll set up their offense. Man-to-man defense still for Delsea. Fitzpatrick for three. No. Gets a little ribbon from the Delsea crowd.
Braves are ice cold from beyond the arc. They've not converted a three. They're struggling putting the ball in the basket. They're doing the job on the defensive end.
Simmons, Epley. Nice play inside. Cash draws the foul. Foul goes against Dwayne Green, his first.
Well, we mentioned Williamstown, what Grant Chippers was telling us earlier in the week. He never knows which team is going to show up. They lost on Friday to a good Overbrook team. They scored 45 points. They got 90 in their win over Kingsway on Tuesday. So they've been up and down all year like that.
There you see a good shot at Dwayne Green from Williamstown. Just in the game for Delsea, you see him number 12 in the red, Milton Bowen. Bowen into the game for the first time here in a while. He had 7 stitches, Ed, put in his eye in his last game, and he got last-second clearance to get out here. And the first basket was good by Cash. He now has 3. He hits them both.
Well, that's amazing that he even was able to play in the second half of their victory over Woodstown. Good to see him back out on the court tonight.
11-8, Williamstown trailing with 6:15 to play to the half. Fitzpatrick gets a pick from Green. Boy, Fields is all over him. Delsea really prides himself on their man-to-man defense, and they're doing a heck of a job right now. That's stolen away. Losing it is Cash. Valentine will set it up again. Here's McCormick. McCormick's still looking for his first points of the game. That's off the leg of Cash to be Williamstown ball.
That's good help defensively by Delsea. As you mentioned, Tad, they're in a man-to-man, but that time 3 red jerseys converge on McCormick. Bob Riles, as we mentioned before, is worried about this man.
Look out. Boy, McCormick goes all the way into the stands. A mistake there for Valentine.
And sometimes a pass like that when you play a team like Delsea is because of the way Delsea plays. I think on the inbounds pass, they were so concerned about a steal on a short pass, but the athleticism of Delsea put a little too much oomph on that toss.
11-8, Delsea with the lead, 5:40 to play until the half. Nice play inside, Cash short. They play for the rebound. Still Delsea ball.
Or Green and Cash are getting a nice battle going on down low. Cash getting the position, but Green is holding his own.
Wide open is Fields for 3. Short. Rebounded by McCormick, who skied for it. McCormick on the break. Fitzpatrick pulls it up. Now Peddle swings it. Valentine back inside. Fitzpatrick from 10, yes. Brian Fitzpatrick's first 2.
And they needed that. They need some bench scoring. They needed someone to pop one in from the outside. Again, this is Williamstown's tempo. They have to find a way to put it in the hole.
1-point lead for Delsea, 5 to play in the first half. Bowen with the ball. Bowen, nice move inside for Cash. He's blocked by Green. Green got all ball.
These two are fun to watch down low. Defensive specialist so far in this game. Again, he's allowing Cash along the border of the paint, but he's going to result. He's going to rely on his defensive skills once he gets the ball down low to make the play. It's worked the last 2 trips.
Bowen, the junior. Epley goes inside for Cash, the senior. Draws a foul, almost a chance for a 3-point play. Dwayne Green's going to pick up his second.
And now let's see what Grant Shivers decides to do. Lee Maslowski is getting set to check in. And by the way, Lee Maslowski has a sister who is doing quite well on the girls' team right now.
I'm sure Lee's very much aware of that, so I'm sure he's heard a lot of that over the years.
But Lee has done a fine job off the bench this year for Williamstown. And he is a junior.
Cash, a 56% free throw shooter from the free throw line. He has 4 points tonight. Make it 5. Cash averages 18 points a game. Outstanding player.
And of course, he can elevate with the 7.6 rebounds per game.
Great job on the free throws by Cash. 6 points for Cash, 3-point lead, Delsea. Just get it across the timeline, then a foul is called against Milton Bowen. For Milton, that's his first, the team's third.
And this is a deep Delsea team. Bowen, you mentioned coming off the injury, but one reason Bob Ryle's team has had success is he can rely on a lot of different players going to the bench. And because of a lot of blowouts early on, a lot of them are getting minutes, which are going to be very valuable come playoff time.
A late arriving crowd, people still arriving, packing it in from Williamstown. 3-point lead, McCormick, 2-pointer, yes, he's now on the board, his first 2.
And if you're getting your first look at Rashad McCormick, he is the kind of shooter that can put up 3 horrible shots and then come right back and hit a smooth jumper like he did there. He is a pure scorer.
Fields, Bowen. Bowen lost the handle, up and down, jump ball's called, possession arrow goes Williamstown's way.
I can be impressed so far with the way Williamstown has played defensively, the way they're in that zone, they're swarming over on the double teams, and they're winning a lot of the one-on-one battles early on.
So Williamstown a chance to take the lead back. They trail at 13-12. Under 4 minutes to play in the first half. McCormick unfortunately slipped on the surface. And the turnover.
It's almost like a chess game the way this has gone so far. Each possession really a valuable one, and each team is only between the two teams rather. There's only been 1 basket off the break, and that was by Jeff Valentine.
See our referee trying to dry up the floor a little bit here. Still a 1-point lead for Delsea. They hold the ball. 3:40 to play until the half. Wide open near side is Fields. 3-pointer Simmons. Rebound beautifully and converted by Fields, and Ed, nobody guarded him.
And that's what Williamstown had been doing well throughout much of this first half, but not in that possession right there. 2 red jerseys underneath.
Fields kicked that one. It'll still be Williamstown ball.
Well, again, let's see if McCormick now, after hitting that first shot, could be the recipient here. He'll inbound it, and if they can't get something inside, let's see if he gets it right back out for a quick shot.
McCormick for Valentine. Now they'll set up the offense. Whoops. Now McCormick. McCormick looks to go inside. Good job by Peddle. Peddle fakes hard off the glass, rebounded by Epley.
Peddle tried to draw the foul. That's why he pump faked. But a nice job defensively by Delsea. Doesn't get the contact and puts up a wild shot.
Still a 3-point lead for Delsea. 3 minutes to play in the first half. Simmons. Challenged by Valentine. Almost a cheap foul from McCormick there. Pumped up by Fields, in and out. Rebounded nicely by Valentine. Across the timeline with it, that's McCormick. McCormick looks to go with it here. Now he'll set it up. McCormick was open there for a second, almost losing it was Peddle. Now McCormick in 3-point land for 3. Short. They fight for the rebound. Peddle comes away with it. Good hustle by Peddle.
Great matchup here between McCormick and Tyrone Simmons. Simmons has done a fine job so far in this first half.
Only 2 points thus far for McCormick, who averages 20 points a game. Pick and roll there. Going to get a foul on the pick. Lee Maslowski, I believe, is going to pick up that foul. Maslowski will pick up the foul. That'll be his first. The team's 7th, so we will shoot 1-1.
And we know how well Delsea's been shooting free throws so far tonight, so let's see if they can capitalize. With the score here 15-12 and a 1-on-1 situation, if they continue to heat up from the free throw line, it's a spot where they can build a big advantage before halftime.
Epley to the free throw line, a 58% free throw shooter, averages 7 points a game. Lee's Epley, I thought, was going to the line, but now he's not. Kai Fields will go to the free throw line. He's a 56% free throw shooter, actually 49%, I should say. He'll get a 1-on-1 and makes the first. They are 5 for 5 thus far from the free throw line.
And especially at the high school level, Tad, we've seen it time in and time out. Free throws can certainly make a difference, and they have so far in this ball game.
Fields averages nearly 8 points a game, looking for number 4. Short. Boy, that's a tough foul against Cash. Cash had the ball first, but he's going to pick up the foul.
Don't forget, right now, Dwayne Green is out of the game, and I would not be surprised with 2:07 to go in the half if he remains on the bench for the first half with 2 fouls.
Ted mentioned 2 minutes to play, first half, 16-12. Delsea holds the lead. Valentine drives baseline. Meslowski. Back to Valentine. Boy, a tough foul against Bowen. Bowen looked like he was playing pretty good defense there, picks up his second foul.
Well, there was a lot of contact early on and not as much of it was called, but right now the foul's starting to even up a little bit. And now we see Sean Grimes entering the game, and he missed the last 4 games with a stomach virus. He, of course, is a tough rebounder on the board. He's averaging 10 points along with almost 4 rebounds per game.
Sean Grimes would be the equivalent of Charles Barkley on this floor. He is big. That's probably why he wears 34.
Exactly.
Valentine missed that one. Coming away with it there is Simmons. Grimes is 6'1", 229, Ed. Wow. It's like having an extra man out there. 1:23 to play in the half. 16-12, Delsea holds the lead. Simmons. Now Fields. They're giving him the 3 if they want it. Fields will take it and miss it. Big rebound for Grimes. One-hander, no good. Cash on the rebound. He's fouled. He'll go to the free throw line.
2 chances, and Joe Dickerson just picked up his 3rd foul for Williamstown. Well, Green is not in the game. And you mentioned, Tad, that they are giving them the 3s. They've been missing the 3s. They've only hit 1 3-pointer all night, have the Crusaders, but they're getting too many second chances.
Robb Cash, the free throw line. Cash, 6 points tonight, has not missed a free throw. His goal for this year, reach 1,000 points and average 3 dunks a game. I love it.
He's already got 1 vicious block this game.
Perfect from the free throw line. 7 points now for Cash. Last year averaged 16 points a game. This year averaging 18 a game. Gets the shooter's roll. Cash now with 8. Delsea 7 for 7 from the free throw line. That's thrown away. That'll be Delsea ball.
Well, there's 58 seconds to go in the half, or else Grant Shivers would have called the timeout. I think right now he needs his team to settle down a little bit. Offensively, things have just not gone their way, and Delsea now starting to find the basket.
50 seconds to play, first half. They've doubled their lead that we broke after the first period. They lead it by 6 now. Simmons, good job to get it to Cash. Cash goes in there for Fields. Fields is fouled. He'll go to the 3 seconds in the lane. 3 seconds against the big man Grimes.
Now the Braves have 39 seconds to go before the half. The way they've been going offensively right now, you see Bob Bryles not happy with that call. They should slow things down, try and work a good shot, and maybe get it down to 4 or 3 with a 3-pointer by halftime.
28 seconds and counting to play in the first half. This is McCormick for 2. Long. He's going to go against Peddle over the back. He's going to pick up his 2nd foul, and again a 1-and-1.
Well, McCormick has had the freedom to shoot all year, and he looked for the screen, but now again, there's 20 seconds left. Delsea goes back to the free throw line where they have feasted. And that means another couple of chances for Mr. Sean Grimes, and that man, Mr. Grant Shivers, has seen his team execute to a certain point in the first half, but just not be able to finish.
Grimes is a 50% free throw shooter. Misses that. First foul shot they've missed all night. Final 17 seconds in the first half. Trying to cut down on the 6-point lead for Delsea. Under 10 seconds. We've got 7 and counting. McCormick dishes off. Fitzpatrick. Air ball. 2, 1. This will not count. And that is going to do it for action here in the first half. Williamstown trails Delsea 18-12. Ed and I will be back with more here from Williamstown. You're watching high school basketball on Suburban Cable.
Not sure about what to make for dinner tonight? Stop by Toludo's in the Bunker Hill Plaza and let us help plan your meal. Our authentic Italian foods will spice up any meal, from fresh-made pasta and mozzarella cheese to frozen entrees ready to go from microwave to table in minutes. Toludo's has homemade meat and marinara sauce, imported and domestic cheeses, plus Italian.
And we are back here at Williamstown High School. Second half action underway between Williamstown and Delsea. 2 blocks by the Braves, down 18-12. And Rashad McCormick comes the other way. McCormick down the baseline block. Rebound up and good by Dwayne Green. And it's an 18-14 game.
Green just held his position, Ed. Johnny on the spot, and that's what Williamstown needed to start something early.
Well, Williamstown gets the basket on the transition. Their second hoop of the night, and there's a whistle and a blocking foul inside. Well, let's take a look at these scores, the leading scores in the first half, as Ryan Pettle picks up his third foul. First for Delsea, who had the 18 points in the first half. Big half, of course, from number 21, Robb Cash. He had 8 points in the first half. Tyrone Simmons with 5, Kaya Fields with 3, and Bill Epley with 2. For the Williamstown Braves, a low offensive output in the first half. Rashad McCormick in particular struggled. The man who did it was Jeff Valentine with 6 points, Joe Dickerson with 2, McCormick with 2, and Brian Fitzpatrick with 2. And the first free throw is no good by Cash. First miss of the night for Cash from the charity stripe.
Cash is a pretty good free throw shooter, Ed, too. He's decent at 56%.
Makes the second free throw as bodies fly down low, so it's a 19-14 Delsea lead just underway in the third quarter.
And Ed, I really look for McCormick here to really step things up and go to the basket like he did on that first set.
Very fast first half. No timeouts called in that first half. Outside, Dickerson's jumper is good.
They'll take that all night long. Dickerson unchallenged from 10 feet. That's a gimme.
Williamstown going to a press as they now trail by just 3. 19-16. Cash bounces it to the outside. Simmons down the paint, puts it up, rolls it in.
And I don't think we're going to see the press anymore. They have no problems beating the press.
McCormick kind of trying to come right back the other way as things start to pick up a little bit as far as the pace. McCormick outside, it goes down to Dickerson. Looking for Pettle, now sends it the other way. McCormick faked the 3, drives for the 2, leaves it short. Rebound inside by Green, and a foul, it looks like, coming before the shot. And it looks like we're going to foul down low, and it'll be before the shot. Let's see what the call is, who it's going to be against. Looks like, I'm not sure, they might catch Epley with this second. And now some talking down low as they get set to settle things down, and McCormick set to inbound. McCormick has to get it in, and he does to Green, and Green is quickly double-teamed, and a foul called against Epley. Head coach Bob Riles of the Delsea Crusaders sees his team up by 5. 6:15 to go in the third.
Think he's seen a lot, Ed, in 27 years of coaching?
A lot of great moments for Bob Riles. Some frustrating ones, too, but when you've been around that long, there are more good moments than bad. McCormick for 3, that's good.
That's the first 3 he's hit tonight. If he gets hot, Williamstown's in business.
Had about a year to look at that one, and he pumped it home. 21-19, Braves down by 2. Cash back the other way. Quick touch pass inside. Cash rejected inside by Green. And back on the Braves on the run. Dickerson up ahead to Valentine. Loses the handle. And now is guarded in the zone. Back up top that goes to Green. Knocked away nicely by Epley.
That was a big-time block by Green. He's had 2 of them in this game.
Now Carone sends it outside to Fields. He's double-teamed and traveling called as Valentine comes in on the defensive help.
Might have got away with it there, did Williamstown, with the foul reaching in, but the travel call is made. And so far, Ed, everything is going Williamstown's way, but they still trail it by 2.
They're finally able to knock a couple of shots down, but Delsea has answered. Williamstown trails 21-19. McCormick, outside it goes. Petal had the open shot, but gets it back up to Valentine. Valentine watched by Carone. They've been dueling all night. And now Petal stripped by Epley. Epley with a diving play out of bounds. Williamstown ball. Bill Epley's done it all defensively.
He gets right in the face of the defending player. Made a great job there to knock it down. Gets down on the floor. You just can't ask for anything else.
Valentine going to the hole. Fires around the rim and good. And we are tied at 21.
I'm still surprised they're going with this full court pressure, Ed. So far, Delsea hasn't had too much problems beating us, and they're getting some easy shots.
Now Carone to Epley. They take their time, and Carone able to get it across the timeline as he's double-teamed. Cash down low and traveling called. Well, Williamstown backed off of the press, but kept everyone across the perimeter.
I think it caught Cash off guard. He thought he was going to be challenged, turned around, double clutched and walked. Coming out of the game now will be Carrione, but a big break for Williamstown.
Milton Bowen enters the game for Delsea. Tied at 21, knocked out of bounds. Williamstown ball with 4:44 to go in the third.
That was Tyrone Simmons. As you look at Coach Briles, again, he's a bit upset at the way his team started out the second half. Simmons could be a player of the game for the way he's playing defense.
Petal to the outside, throws it away, comes right under our table. Tad, you still have some good reflexes.
Wow.
I think we lost our court mic, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm fixing
it. Tad's going to work. He's not only an announcer, but he's also a repairman. Have our court mic back. Well, that's really getting you on top of the action. No question about that. Simmons up top goes to work for Delsea and sends it to Epley in the corner. Back the other way, this is Fields challenging Valentine. Whistle and a foul before the shot against Valentine. That'll be his first.
Delsea definitely has the height and speed advantage, Ed, and they are going right at him right now. And Williamstown's starting to build up some fouls. That'll be something to keep an eye on.
Delsea again, 6-0 in the division, 10-0 overall. There's a three-pointer by Simmons. He drains the train at 24-21. Simmons now with 10. Cormack would love to answer against his nemesis, but Simmons watching him closely. Now Valentine, Delsea again in that aggressive man-to-man. Whistle and a double dribble, so good defense again by the Crusaders as Bowen forces the TO.
Just can't say enough about the senior Tyrone Simmons, Ed, number 23 for Delsea. He is playing a heck of a game defensively. Is even their leading scorer now with 10 points, but defensively is playing a whale of a game.
And Simmons has kept McCormick to just 5 points tonight. Now taking their time is Delsea as they work it back up top. Three-pointer is good by Simmons, his second in a row. Just like that, Delsea is up by 6.
You gotta get McCormick into the flow of the game, and Simmons just won't let him do it.
McCormick thought about 3, now fires for 2. Around the rim and out, rebound high by Cash. And Delsea all of a sudden can increase their lead to 8.
This is probably where you're going to see a nice offensive set, and they're going to look inside for Cash, number 21.
Now in the corner it goes, and having trouble is Fields, but he dribbles it back out. Now he's got Bowen along the wing. Back up top, Simmons thought about 3 and traveling called. That time the Braves able to come up defensively.
Again, they tried to slow it up a little bit, tried to look inside. Good defense inside by Dwayne Green, who was fronting Cash throughout that entire set.
Keep in mind, Dickerson with 3 and Petal with 3 here in the second half. Valentine with 2, Green with 2. For Delsea, Epley has 2, and we believe Cash has 2. There was one foul call that we did not see, and it looked like it went against Cash. 2:38 to go in the third. 27-21, Delsea on top. Dickerson with the lob over everybody. Out of bounds it rolls. Williamstown ball.
There's Epley again, heads up on the help man-to-man defense. Got in the passing lane and knocked it down.
So McCormick will inbound again. Rashad McCormick, who's been the leading scorer all year for the Braves, so far held to just 5 points. There's a lob taken away by Delsea. They've got the numbers, but Cash has trouble with Fields. Now they send it to the wing. Simmons goes up, and an offensive foul called against Simmons.
That's a heads-up defensive play by Dickerson. That's a pivotal call in this game, Ed, because I would have put him to the free throw line. Give a foul to one of the best players for Delsea as well.
So Williamstown gets the ball back, but they trail by 6. 2:18 to go in the third. McCormick trying to drive on Simmons. He does. Misses the shot, however, and the rebound comes inside. Back on the Crusaders on the run. Simmons, bounce pass, kicked away by Valentine.
Delsea's dangerous, Ed, in the open floor, and you can almost see they want to run the ball, but right now Coach Bryles tells them, settle it down, we've got the lead. Let's not get a little shaky with things out here, but when they run, they do it well.
Back up top, it goes to Fields. In the corner, Simmons again. No good that time, too hard. Rebound knocked away out of bounds. Let's see. Zebras discussed. Delsea ball looked like the right call.
Tough call for the officials there. There you see Milton Bowen and his stitches there. They're going to call it that it went out on the Williamstown player, but a nice effort by both players.
Well, Fields now takes it up top, and Delsea will set up again. Under 2 minutes to go in the third. Epley, good pass inside the Cash, missed the dunk, but a foul call.
He can jump and then some, Ed. He got well above the rim there. Missed the dunk, but he'll still shoot 2.
Almost worked his way up towards his average there.
Wow.
Let's see who they get the foul on. Now, Valentine was there along with Green. I think they're going to give it to Valentine coming from behind. That would be his second.
Wow.
Cash is feasted at the free throw line tonight.
I don't know if you can see his sneakers, Ed, as he makes it. He's got some old, Chuck Taylors on it, looks like. Don't see them much around
Actually, so does Epley down low as well.
I like him.
Makes the second. 11 now for Robb Cash, and a whistle. And a timeout taken. St. Joe's and Buhner. First look at 2 teams down to the Cape.
We're going to look at the replay here. The end of the almost slam. Boy, he can really get up.
And they did catch Dwayne Green with a foul, so that would be his third. He will have to be careful. Minute 40 now to go in the third. Lobbed inside off the knee of one of the Crusaders. So Bowen loses it, still Williamstown ball.
This Delsea team is just fun to watch, their athletic ability and their ability to get up in the air. They're great one-on-one players offensively.
An 8-0 run for the Crusaders. Williamstown trying to answer.
Also good one-on-one defensive team as well, Ed.
And that is why that man-to-man works. Peddle in trouble, tries to throw it off Epley's leg, and he does. Epley acknowledges that. That's the second time he's been a victim.
Right after the leg, knew he had nowhere to go. Smart play there by Peddle.
As long as you go for the foot, I think the defenders appreciate that a little more. Now the lob by McCormick into Valentine, loses it, and we have a foul. Probably be a non-shooting foul. I think they'll catch Epley.
This may go against Bowen, I believe, Ed, number 12. Yeah, this is against Bowen. Didn't look like there's a lot of contact by Bowen, but he will pick up the foul, and I believe, is that 3 for him, Ed?
That is his third. 14 fouls now in the second half for Delsea, 3 for the Braves.
There comes a player and a half into the game, Ed.
Sean Grimes.
6'1", 229.
I think it's just great to see a guy like Milton Bowen out there, considering the injury he had, to be able to come back in the second half and play against Woodstown, and then to be out for this game as well. That's tremendous courage as well. Boy, Delsea really strong defensively right now as Valentine backs up.
Williamstown, too, offensively has died the last 3 minutes of the game, Ed.
Some of those three-pointers on the other end might have taken something out of them. McCormick fires for 3. That's good. He says, take that.
Well, they call me the Black Cat King, and I proved it right there.
29-24, Williamstown still in the press. 50 seconds to go in the third. Fields now trying to rush it up through 4 defenders, off the backboard and in.
Wow. Big time play by Kai Fields.
McCormick comes right back the other way, penetrates and fires at the top. Good defense, blocked away. Green counted on a foul.
Dwayne Green just happened to be the right man at the right time on the spot. A chance for a three-point play. And a foul. It looks like Cash is going to pick up his second. But again, heads-up play by Green. We haven't talked about him a lot, but he's had some big rebounds, played a good game defensively, and got a chance for a big three-point play here.
Cannot get the free throw to fall, however. It remains a 5-point lead for Delsea with 32 seconds to go in the third.
And unofficially, Ed, that was their first free throw attempt of the game.
In fact, we can make it official, was the first of the game. There's a pass tipped into the hands of Cash, and he is fouled by Green. And let's see if Green picks up this foul. I believe this is his third.
I love to watch Cash play. It is the foul against Green, but Cash is just one of those guys. If you love offense like I do, I'll tell you, this guy at the foul, as you look at Green, he's going to have 4 fouls as he sits down.
He did have the foul on the dunk attempt by Cash, so now he goes to the bench with 4 personal fouls, and Lee Meslowski re-enters the game. Cash to the free throw line.
He's a 56% free throw shooter.
That average is going up tonight. Makes his first. There you get a look at Robb Cash, the big reason why this Delsea team is on top right now. Makes his second free throw. He now has 13. 33-26 Delsea. 18 seconds to go in the third.
And Delsea has only missed 1 free throw.
Now McCormick with 10 seconds left. Looks like he wants to go one-on-one. Now we'll pull it back. Forces one up and drains it anyway. McCormick hits, and the third quarter will come to an end. Williamstown hanging tough, but Delsea maintaining the lead after 3. Delsea 33, Williamstown 28. Stay with us. And we are back at Williamstown. Fourth quarter action underway. Ed Bankin and Tad Kozaneski here. 33-28, and now a foul inside. Grimes fouls Peddle going up, so Williamstown with 2 free throws can cut the lead to 3.
Nice job by Peddle there to go baseline. As our quarterback for Williamstown walks by and gives us a wave.
Quarterback / wrestler, let's not forget that. Ed Newcomb still keeping busy during the wintertime under the calm collective guidance of Ralph Ross Jr. And Peddle knocks his first free throw down. First points of the game for Ryan Peddle.
He's a 58% free throw shooter.
Leaves the second one short. And it's a 4-point lead for Delsea. 33-29, just underway here in the fourth. Epley bounces one inside to Grimes. Power move, but an offensive foul.
Wow. Tough call against Grimes, who had great position. Grimes isn't happy about it. Looked like a pretty decent play from here, but the referee said nope. And that's tough for a guy who's 230 pounds, Ed. You're going to knock some people down.
Well, Williamstown can cut the lead to 2. 33-29 still. Now McCormick brings it across the timeline. He and Simmons have had quite a war the entire night. Now Peddle up top as the Braves look to go to work offensively. Dickerson, and now keep in mind that Green is still out of the game, will probably rest throughout the good portion of this fourth quarter with 4 fouls.
Wow.
And now another foul on Grimes. And that is the 17th foul for Delsea, so the Braves will get to shoot the rest of the way.
They are not a bad free throw shooting team either, Ed. They're about 59% as a team from the free throw line.
That is actually the 8th team foul, so Williamstown still in the shooting situation the rest of the way. The Braves have only 14 fouls against them in the second half. So free throws could play a major difference in this game.
And they're 1 for 2 tonight from the free throw line.
Peddle gets the roll on the front end. Peddle has a second one coming. the second one to fall. It's a 2-point game, 33-31. Once again, bit of a man-to-man pressure right now by Williamstown instead of the full press. Petal and Epley doing battle, and Epley gets it across. Outside it goes to Fields, inside, and getting bumped into was Bowen, but he pulls it back out. Epley now, and a whistle and a foul before the shot against Maslowski.
They're really calling things tight inside, Ed, not letting them bang around at all.
And the question now with 6:51 to go is how long will Grant Shivers wait until Dwayne Green returns? Maslowski's playing tough in there, and they have cut the lead, so he'll probably stay with what he's got for a while. Cash gets that one to go easily.
And as you mentioned, without the big man in there against him, that'll be a lot easier for Cash.
15 now for Robb Cash, 35-31 Delsea. McCormick, good dish outside to Petal, and the pump fake now pulls it back out. Knocked away into the stands, and Williamstown maintains possession.
Petal has really stepped things up offensively here in this second half, and starting to open things up a little bit, and that may open it up for McCormick for some open shots.
Nice pass underneath the Valentine, open for a moment, rejected inside, and Delsea comes away as Cash gets his second of the night. Here comes Simmons, dishes it outside, Fields for three, no good. Valentine tips for it, Williamstown comes away with it. Dickerson to McCormick, to Valentine, misses the shot at point-blank range, and Epley has the rebound.
You gotta make that one, Ed. That's gonna kill you if you're Grant Shivers.
Delsea side making some noise, still a 4-point game. Good pass inside to Cash, counted on a foul.
Well, they didn't want to give up the dunk to Cash, and I'll tell you, Cash definitely wanted to dunk that one. That's just great athletic ability, Ed, to get the 2 points and a chance for a 3-point play.
That's exactly right. Cash was on the verge of dunking, and when he got the contact, waited and got the layup, and now he has a chance to stretch the lead to 7. Every time Williamstown gets to within 2 or 4, Delsea answers right back. Crowd makes some noise, but again, Cash knocks down a free throw. He has 18. 38-31. Delsea by 7. McCormick and Simmons again doing battle. McCormick dishes one outside. Valentine loses it, and it's Delsea ball.
Free throws has been the difference as you look at Grant Shivers in this game. Delsea had 14 for 15 from the free throw line.
Grant Shivers has to wonder what he has to do to pull his team out of the doldrums here in the fourth quarter. There's a pass knocked away. Here comes McCormick. 2-on-1 for the Braves. Dishes one inside. Foul call as Dickerson goes up.
That's going to go against Cash, Ed, on the late block there, and that's a good job by Dickerson to do the pump fake. Otherwise, that would have been blocked.
Now, Cash, we have him unofficially for 3, but there was one foul that we did not get an account of, and that could have been against Cash. So he either has 3 or 4. We'll try and get the official check on the book. And out of the free throw line again goes Joe Dickerson.
He's a 52% free throw shooter.
And he raises his average.
Williamstown's done a good job as well. They're 4 for 5 from the free throw line.
Braves now have 6 total team fouls, so Delsea will also shoot the rest of the way after the next foul. Well, Dickerson converts, and now it's a 5-point game, 38-33, 5:28 to go in the fourth. Crowd has been a bit calmer in this game because of the pace. Braves need a run to get them back in. Cash off the backboard, no good. Battle for the rebound, and they'll probably catch Petal with his 4th foul.
Petal did a good job of fronting Cash there, but then underneath, good job by Delsea to get inside position. I believe that was Bowen. Just a tough call against Petal, and again, it was a good call by the official.
Now Petal has 4, and Green on the bench with 4. Bowen makes the front end of the 1-and-1. Boy, both of these teams getting it done from the charity stripe.
Coming into the game, too, Ed, 52% as a team is Delsea, and they've only missed 1.
Looked like 92% tonight.
Amazing.
And he makes the second. 40-33, 5:14 to go in the fourth. McCormick has not had, except for one look, really not had a good look at the three-point shot all night. There's a quick pass inside to Valentine. He kicks it back out. Forces the jumper, can't get it to fall. Rebound comes away to Delsea, and here comes Bowen with the basketball.
As you mentioned, that was not a good shot selection here by Valentine, and they need a better shot than that, Ed, to get him back in the game.
Grant Shivers may elect to take a timeout if Delsea scores. Inside, Cash is clobbered, and if that is against Petal, that is his fifth.
Well, he's going to pick that one up there, Ed, so now they're going to have to dig deep into the bench. See if they're going to bring Green back out with his 4 fouls.
Again, we have him unofficially with 5.
There it is, here it comes.
And now Petal also realizes he has picked up his fifth, so he will go out, and Dwayne Green re-enters the game for Williamstown. Incidentally, these two teams will meet again on February 18th at Delsea. And if Williamstown wants that game to have any meaning on the division race, they're going to have to find a way to come back tonight. Well, Cash has feasted at the free throw line tonight.
Heck of a player, Ed. He's been the difference.
Looking for his 20th point of the night on this second free throw. And he gets it. Nothing but net, and it's a 9-point lead for Delsea. 42-33. Williamstown needs a run with 4:38 to go.
That means it's McCormick's area. He's got to look to put up a shot here sooner or later.
Simmons has not allowed him to shoot much tonight. Now some trouble, and they try to work it to Maslowski. Ball comes loose, out of bounds. Williamstown gets it back.
There's a chance to see how tough Delsea's man-to-man defense is, Ed. They're as tough as any team you'll see in South Jersey with their man-to-man, and they're making things very tough for Williamstown.
Again, this crowd is quieted down because of the way Delsea has controlled things on the defensive end. McCormick, good pass inside to Green, off the glass and in.
It's a heads-up job by McCormick, who wanted to put up the 3, then he saw he was going to get rejected, passed it off. Heads-up play.
42-35, 7-point lead for Delsea. Bowen double team, gets it to Epley, and the ball goes out of bounds. Boy, Delsea had the numbers for a moment. Good job by Williamstown to get back.
Before that, Williamstown had what they wanted. They had the double team right in front of the Delsea bench. You got to hold your position and draw a charge.
Now Fields bounces one inside to Cash. Back outside, Fields down the baseline. He's hammered, and that will be the 5th foul on Dwayne Green.
Well, now Coach Shivers is in a little bit of trouble. If Green is fouled out, there goes both his big man. He has fouled out. Fitzpatrick's going to come in, so you're going to have to play a very tall and tough inside Delsea team with your 2 big men out of the game.
Well, Green fought hard down and low underneath against Cash, but he goes out, and as you mentioned, Brian Fitzpatrick comes in. Green finishes with 6 points, but his defensive presence will be missed the most. And here we go with the free throws again. This time it's Fields. And he makes the first free throw. Take a look at that play again and watch the foul.
Nice job, baseline. Boy, tough play, reached over the back, just got enough of the hand to call the foul.
Makes the second free throw. They are unconscious at the free throw line tonight. And a timeout taken with 3:56 to go in the 4th. Delsea stretches their lead to 9. Rounds 2 and 3, we will see. One step at a time for the Braves and Crusaders. Cormick at the top, good pass inside of Maslowski. Pump fakes, puts it up and in.
Here comes the full court pressure. They need some turnovers.
Let's see if Delsea, if they can break the press and do not have the numbers, try and work some clock. Simmons almost lost it, but Epley gets it nicely into Cash. Outside it goes, up goes Fields, can't get it to fall. Rebound inside, and Bowen is hammered.
When Delsea spreads the floor, Ed, they know how to get the ball to the open man. You saw in that full court press there, then in the half court situation. Every player gets to the open man, they always get a good shot.
And Brian Fitzpatrick picks up his first personal foul. Bowen to the free throw line. I do not believe the Williamstown Braves will gain anything the way this game is going by fouling.
They are 20 for 21 from the free throw line.
And they missed the second one, and they get the rebound. Epley is tied up, and a foul called against Williamstown. So they finally miss, and they'll get 2 more chances.
That's another one of those plays where a coach can lose some hair on that one, Ed. That should not happen. You have the inside position, you should get the rebound, and heads-up job there by Epley to grab it.
Lee Maslowski picks up his 4th foul of the game. And now they're going to say it's his 5th. Correction. And so Maslowski fouls out. And Joe Klitty will enter the game for Williamstown.
Well, as Maslowski takes a seat, he's the 3rd Brave to foul the game, so at least they're giving everything they have in the tank against the big men.
Yeah, he did play hard too, did Lee Maslowski. As you see him right there, he gave up some tough fouls, just got that basket on the other end, but Grant Shivers going deeper and deeper into the bench. Klitty is a sophomore, 6'2" forward.
Epley, the free throw line at 58%.
And gets the roll. When you're hot from the stripe. It's 21 for 23 for the free throw line. Second one misses badly. Good rebound by Klitty inside, and he's fouled. Well, it's appropriate we're close to Super Bowl Sunday because they're shooting like Phil Simms did in the Super Bowl against the Broncos.
Boy, that was their ugliest foul shot of the night there, but even on his first one, he got the shooters rolling, it fell in.
But an advantage now for the Braves as the clock stops. And Klitty will go to the line.
They're 5 for 6, Ed, so basically they have to be perfect the rest of the way. They need some turnovers on the full court pressure.
And although they don't like the running game against Delsea, they're going to have to try and get some breaks on the transition if Delsea can finally miss. Misses that first free throw short.
Got to use his knees there, Ed. Bend down a little more, put a little more oomph into that one.
Tough situation for the sophomore to step into a game like this in the 4th quarter. Gets the roll and makes the second. So it's an 8-point lead, 46-38. Delsea has been perfect at breaking the press all night. They do it again. Fields pulls it out. 3:15 to go, loses the ball that time. Here comes McCormick. McCormick is fouled by Epley, and he will go to the line.
A break there for Williamstown. They get the turnover. Again, as Ed mentioned our last time down, the clock is stopped. They trail it by 8. A chance for McCormick at the free throw line. Again, because it's the 10th team foul, he'll shoot 2.
And he drains the first free throw. Well, McCormick has not had much of a chance to get a good look at the basket tonight, but he's heated up a bit in the second half. Swishes the second one with ease. 46-40, 6-point game. They go for the steal again, and McCormick lands on Epley, and Epley will go to the line.
Again, that's not actually a bad play. You might as well be real extra aggressive here, Ed. Stop the clock. You're only down 4.
Looks like we'll get a warning here. I don't think that was called an intentional foul, but I think the referee is just letting Grant Shivers know, hey, there's a couple more of those, it might be a different story. Epley, of course, just at the line, he missed one badly, and he made one ugly, so maybe this is the man you want at the line.
He is a 58% free throw shooter.
It's almost been like a chess game the way these two teams have each taken turns on each end. He misses the first one.
Well, he's showing us right now, if you're Williamstown, he's the guy you want to foul, Ed.
Williamstown side starting to make some noise. Misses the second. Williamstown gets the rebound.
Well, there's your strategy. Anytime he touches the ball, foul him.
Dickerson to Klitty underneath, puts it up, leaves it short, rebound, tie up. Possession arrow points the way to Delsea. Now let's see, we might get a foul call.
Again, a tough situation for the sophomore, Ed. He was wide open. Unfortunately, with his lack of experience there, it was a little bit tentative, and it cost him. Cost him a basket and a foul.
Tentative early, and then by the time he got a second chance, he missed it short. Cash to the free throw line. the roll. Amazing. Even when he's off from the free throw line, he gets that soft touch. Makes the second one. Back to an 8-point lead for Delsea. Under 3 minutes to go in the fourth. McCormick outside to Valentine, all the way to the other end, and a foul called as bumping into Dickerson was Kai Fields.
Well, chance now to go to the free throw line for Dickerson, who's their 52% free throw shooter, and another break for Williamstown again, Ed, as the clock stops, a chance for 2 freebies.
Well, if you like watching free throws, this is the quarter for you.
Still have almost 3 full minutes to play.
2:50 to be exact. Dickerson gets the roll. Both teams, in case you haven't noticed, long in the penalty here the rest of the way. Second one goes down. It's a 6-point game again. 48-42.
As soon as Epley gets it, you should foul him.
Valentine picks it up and a tie-up. Possession arrow points the way of Delsea. Good defense by Williamstown.
Great job by Jeff Valentine on the tie-up. Again, look for Epley inbounds. If they go back to Epley, if I'm Williamstown, I foul him right away.
Epley trying to get it in. Now they bounce it up ahead, and here they come on the run. Lob pass down to Cash, lays it in.
Now that's the dangerous situation you have now. It's Russian roulette time. They're rolling the dice.
McCormick open for a second, now goes down the baseline, back outside to Valentine, fires for 3, leaves it way short, gets his own rebound, loses it, and here they come the other way. Tyrone Simmons stripped from behind by McCormick. What a play. Here they come the other way. 2:15 to go. McCormick thought about 3. Simmons watching him again nicely. Fires for 3 anyway. Misses it back in the rim. Rebound comes away to Epley.
Foul him.
And he gets away. Epley coming the other way. Bounce pass to Cash. Goes up and lays it in.
They blew their opportunity, Ed. They had a chance to foul him. Didn't do it. Now a timeout is called, and that might be your game, Ed.
Well, Williamstown needs some points in a hurry. 1:54 to go.
And if you notice, McCormick is not bringing up the ball. They're going to try and pick for him, give him the ball, shoot the 3. There's his
There
pick.
it is. McCormick was open for 3 for a second, but Simmons got right back.
There it
now
is.
he fires for 3. That's good. Got Simmons to slip and got the 3. 15 for McCormick. Here comes Delsea the other way. They had their numbers for a second. Bowen now pulls it back out. Now they'll try and work some clock. Bowen, though, loses it. It gets away on the bad pass by Simmons. And let's see if they can try and get McCormick open again. 7-point game.
That's a great strategy by Coach Shivers. Watch number 3, McCormick.
Now the pass the other way. McCormick up top, fires for 3 again. It's good. 4-point game. 1 minute, 1 second to go. Epley's got the ball. Let's see if they foul him. They can. Fields double teamed, and he is finally fouled.
Decent defense there by the Braves, but McCormick can't leave his feet, and that's what the coach is telling him right now. In the double team, don't leave your feet.
A 4-point game, and Grant Shivers has to be happy that his team has at least got this close, but Coach Shivers right now needs to see some missed free throws by Delsea.
Well, you saw he's going to want a timeout after this.
First free throw is good by Fields. He now has 8. As the Delsea side looks on.
There's a team at 24 for 27.
Second free throw is good. Back to a 6-point lead. Here comes McCormick with 53 seconds. McCormick looking for the pick, gets it, pumps for 2 this time, round and out, rebound inside. Fitzpatrick loses it on a brilliant strip. Fields has it, he's fouled.
Well, Williamstown got a decent offensive set. got a decent shot, even almost looked like to have the rebound, but somehow, again, Delsea comes away with it. Well done by Delsea.
And a good job that time on the switch by Delsea defensively to not give McCormick an open look. Boy, when he does get an open shot, though, he is deadly. Well, Fields now to the line again.
He's a 49% free throw shooter, Ed.
Well, they're all looking like John Stockton tonight on the free throw line.
26 for 29.
That one is no good. Tipped up, rebound comes away to Williamstown. 7-point game, 40 seconds to go. McCormick will try and wiggle his way free again for an open shot. Needs some help to Valentine. McCormick fires for three, rolls around and out. Rebound tipped out, Valentine's got it. McCormick for three again, this time it's short. Valentine goes to the rebound, taken away by Bowen, and a foul called with 20 seconds to go, and that might have been the last-ditch gasp for the Braves tonight.
They had a chance. 2 3-pointers put up by McCormick. And Delsea knows, and their fans know, that this one is now in the books.
Well, McCormick did all he could. But Delsea apparently on their way to going 11-0. But Bowen misses the first free throw. Well, Delsea's finally starting to miss, but it may be too little too late. Second free throw is short. Epley crashes for the rebound, out of bounds. Delsea ball.
Got to tip your hat as the timeouts called these Williamstown kids. They are given 150%.
But Delsea apparently on the way to victory. There's a quick pass, and smartly Bowen just pulls it out. He is hacked from behind by Jeff Valentine with 14 seconds to play. So Williamstown again will fall to 7-5 overall, 4-3 in the division. However, the Braves, again, they have to look at this game as a solid effort and still in excellent shape to get into the Group 3 playoffs.
And if you're going to win in the playoffs, this is one of the teams you're going to have to beat. And they played with them, Ed. They have played a decent game with them.
And Delsea now going cold from the free throw line. Grant Chivers and the Braves saying, where was that earlier in this game? They have been fantastic from the charity stripe. Second free throw is no good. Williamstown gets the rebound. McCormick with 10 seconds left. Outside it goes. Here's a three-point attempt by Fitzpatrick. No good. Ball goes up and in by Clitty. And Williamstown takes a timeout. Well, between Williamstown and Gloucester Catholic, what a game that's going to be. The ball goes out of bounds. We witnessed the buzzer beater the first time.
Williamstown did everything right in the second half of that game. Great job, just the entire team, the emotion of that one. I'll tell you what, Gloucester Catholic will be ready to play that game, Ed.
And should Williamstown be home for the playoffs and get a home game again in the semifinals, Channel 13 will be there, as we were last year with Woodrow Wilson of Williamstown. Meanwhile, Delsea wrapping this one up as Cash looks to add to his 26 points. Misses his first free throw. I think they are now 0 for their last 6, but I'm not sure.
Reality has just set in, I think. Luckily for Delsea, the game is out of reach.
That's the difference in this game. It's a 5-point game. Delsea doing it at the free throw line. Second free throw is good, and now we get a whistle.
Got in there too early, Ed. Crossed the line.
So cancel that out. Cash still with 26, but only 3 seconds to play. McCormick will launch one more shot up at the buzzer, and that will do it. Williamstown gives it a good fight, but the Delsea Crusaders, flexing their muscle in the Tri-County Royal, win this one by a score of 55-50. Stay with us. We'll be back for the postgame on Suburban Cable, Channel 13. Thank you very much, Tad. Joined by our players of the game and our coach of the game from Delsea. Again, the Crusaders winning this one 55-50, and what appeared to be a chess match throughout much of the night. Finally, Delsea comes away with the win. First, let's talk to Tyrone Simmons. Tyrone had 13 points tonight, but more impressively defensively, Coach Bryles had talked to us earlier in the week about the dangerous Rashad McCormick, and in your matchups and your man-to-man defense that you play, were you able to get some help defensively, or was it more a situation where they left you one-on-one with him?
It was more or less one-on-one and help. This team is real good on defense. And I just try to do my best to try to stop McCormick because he's a great shooter. And it feels good to win and play defense at the same time.
This team, again, obviously you are the front runners in the division, as many forecasted before the season started. Now you go into almost every gym when you go on the road, and everywhere you go, obviously you're the team they're going to beat. It's tougher and tougher every time in and time out. Has the experience now of playing in games like this helped you throughout the season?
I believe it has. Games like this makes us play a lot better than what we play. It's like they give us competition, and we just do our best, and we play hard all the time.
We look at this team, too, and we see a senior-laden team. You guys last year were young and showed a lot of signs of coming on, but really a young team last year. How about the experience factor in this team, and also the fact that you have a lot of depth on this basketball team?
Yeah, we got a lot of depth with Milton Bowen and Frank Carrion and all them. And the seniors, we have Kai Fields now. He's a great shooter. And we're just a good team, in my opinion.
Well, in the opinion of a lot of people, believe me. Let's bring on your partner here tonight, Robb Cash, with a big game tonight, 26 points. Robb, early in the game, it seemed like they were slowing things down. They wanted to play it more of a slow-down pace. Now, we're used to seeing your team running and gunning in the past, but is it a situation where you're just as confident in your half-court offense?
Yeah, we feel as though like we're a good enough team to play anybody's, pace of game. So we just came in here, played their pace of game, and just beat them.
Good matchup down low tonight with Green from Williamstown. You got him into a little bit of foul trouble. You were able to get some positioning down low. Do you think that was a big factor early on to get him into foul trouble?
Yeah, that's what I tried to do because I know he's a good shot blocker. And I just tried to get me in foul trouble. Just trying to get me in foul trouble because we're working on my foul shots and everything. I know I can stick them from the line.
We were just about to bring that up. I think we had the stat. It was, 58% from the free throw line for you guys coming in. I think that average is going up a little bit. Was there some extra emphasis this week on free throw shooting?
Yeah. We got this new drill now, and you got to shoot foul shots and make it all net. If you hit the rim, you got to run. So, we try to make it all net.
That's why surprised there were a lot of swishes in addition to baskets made from the free throw line. Robb, again, this team playing with a lot of confidence right now. You're 11-0. Obviously, you are the team to beat in the division. You still have Gloucester Catholic coming up next week. This team, again, from top to bottom, with the depth of this team, with the way you guys have been winning, especially on the road in some tough places, is the confidence of this team at a state right now where you feel you can win anywhere, anytime?
Yes, I think it is. We can put anybody off the bench, and they'll be ready to play, step up. That's what happened tonight.
Well, Robb, you certainly played a fantastic game. Congratulations. Let us bring on head coach Rob Riles here. Coach, we were just talking about that. A little motivational tactic, I think, during the week has made them shoot some free throws better.
Yeah, we came up with a new drill. I had to give some credit to our assistant coach, Rob, came up with this one. And they shoot and they run and they shoot and they run. And we do a lot of foul shooting while we're tired. We always run and then shoot our fouls, So they've been working very hard on it. And thank goodness, because we needed it tonight, because they sure hit theirs too.
You talked during the week, and this is a Williamstown team with a very talented backcourt, not just Rashad McCormick and Jeff Valentine. Talk about the effort defensively of Tyrone Simmons and the way he was able to really keep McCormick until the end from getting some good looks.
McCormick is an excellent player. There's no question. Our offense revolves around the things he does and Valentine's does. And the big players inside are going to go to the hole. So we were emphasizing that a lot in defense. We made Ty work a lot this week on a defensive end, and he responded. But a young fella's an excellent player, and so they all are. They're good players. We knew it was going to be a great game. Every time we come here and play, it's a super game. We have a good time. Now, when we come in here, we know it's always going to be a lot of noise, and it's kind of a traditional rivalry. I think this is the last time we're going to play in this gym, and I'm kind of sad about that because it's always fun when we come here. We live right next door. We're the next door neighbors, and it's always fun. We had, in the situation we knew they were an excellent team. They're a well-coached team. Grant does an outstanding job. He always has. And fortunately for us, we come and see them a lot. They are next door to us, so we can get over here and watch them play a lot. And our scout, Coach Robb, he does an excellent job scouting and preparing the kids, getting them ready for the game. So my job's really pretty easy because they get all the work. And Coach King's defensive sets, he's a defensive guru here, so they really make my job pretty easy. These guys really work hard, and the players make my job easy. We're very fortunate at Delsea. We have great kids. We really do. The kids at our school are great. They're as good as any kids anywhere in the country. I'll take them anytime.
First off, before we get to the final question, you'll love the new gym next year.
Yeah, I understand. It's beautiful. I'm looking forward to it.
Secondly, now, we look at this team. Obviously, we've talked about the depth of this team, the senior leadership. You're 11-0. I think another thing about this team, you look at a guy like Milton Bowen, who gets his injury, comes back in the second half and plays against Woodstown. There are certain intangibles when a team goes into the playoffs as one of the favorites. What about the character of this team and the way that everyone is willing to give the effort?
What I like about this team is they're not selfish. Everybody wants to help everybody else. If they're on the bench, they're going to try to get in and get their job done. We have a lot of seniors, as you said, but we have several juniors who got varsity time last year and are doing their job too. So we have quite a bit of depth. This all, like Rob said, when somebody comes off the bench, we expect them to do the job, and they have been. They work hard in practice. They do what they have to do. And they feel confident now, and it's a veteran team. There's no question about it, and there's no substitute for experience, obviously.
Coach, congratulations in what is round 1 of 2, and who knows, maybe if the brackets fall right, maybe 3 this year with Williamstown.
I hope not. I hope I'll tell you when I'd like to meet Williams. I'd like to see if we could meet them maybe in the South Jersey final. That would be great for Tri-County. That would be terrific, because I know they're going to represent Tri-County very well in the tournament too.
We wouldn't mind that either very much, by the way. Coach, congratulations. Thank you very much. Well, there you hear from the coach of the game and the players of the game. Let us send it back to Tad Kozaneski for some final thoughts. Tad?
Once again, your final score rate, 55-50. Delsea comes away with the win for the Braves of Williamstown. Their leading scorer tonight, Rashad McCormick, finished with 16 points. Again, for Delsea, Robb Cash finished with 26 points.